Hello everybody and welcome to our FMP. Mine is Sean's FMP. It is the 25th of March 2020 and today we are going to be going on to merge the mix a little bit more, not as far as mixing goes, but as the actual instrumentation goes, to tie the low end instruments together, the 808s and the kicks. Now to do that, we are going to be using a bass low lead. I think we did a little bit of this, trying to select a bass instrument and doing a MIDI pattern last time, but we decided to get rid of that MIDI pattern and just keep a simpler thing that goes along with. Yeah, I tested it out with a little loop there that I had, and it actually sounded pretty good. But we're going to achieve roughly the same thing. It was just like one note, but I think we could be a bit more variable and more creative with it. So we're going to be using Sector Synth, which is this VST here, premium synth, by Initial
Audio.
and so we got rid of that other pattern that we showed you in the other video because we decided that keep it find something a bit better. So we changed the instrument. We've chosen to use this thing called null, which sounds like this. We have turned down the volume so it's not overpowering to about...
Can I just do something with that sound? Put sausage fattener on it just to see what it sounds like.
20%, and yeah, we can go ahead and add an effect on it.
Yeah.
Sausage fattener. So here's what it sounds like without it, and here's what it sounds like with the sausage fattener VS effect. Yeah. I think it's a bit too buzzy. So let's try and play it. Oh my god! I didn't realize it moved. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's mean. Right. So color. Oh, okay. Okay. So let's try and increase the color. Right. What's it like when it's down? Alright, and what about when it's fat? I think that just increases the gain.
No, it isn't.
It's just buzzy, honestly. I don't like it as much, but what do you think?
Turn that more.
There's not really too much difference to me. The only difference is that it's a bit more fatty. And a bit more
Buzzy,
yeah. And I like what we had before.
Okay.
You cool with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
I think it suits better.
Yeah, sort of tweak around, you know.
Okay. Well, it's good to experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We've turned it down so it fits with it. So here's what we have so far. I came up with two variations. We're going to have an 8-bar loop, which will go across here. We've got bass low lead with Sector Synth. So without it, we just simply have a... it's just drums basically with a nice meaty bass, smooth meaty bass that I believe we've EQ'd right here, as you can see. That was quite early on in the parts.
Yeah, we sort of done that earlier on in the parts where we EQ'd it ourselves. We've done the same area. Then we have to go off camera to fix that fine adjustment.
Yeah, and also this is what it sounds like without it. I'm just gonna solo that. Go to the mixer. Definitely not anywhere near as clean. And with it, yeah. So yeah, that's just recapping on what we've done as far as that goes. So yeah, we've got the beat. This is what we had for the Sector Synth as far as the sequence goes. So right, so 3, 2, 1. Oh, whoops! I've selected the wrong thing. Going to delete this from the thing. Delete. Okay, synth. Selecting that. Selecting any one of these buttons just allows you to play whatever instrument you have selected. Okay. I'm going to colour this red as well, and so I'm going to click and drag this over to this box here, bass low lead, there you go, boom. And there you go. Alright, good. So yeah, here's what we have.
Should we hold it, yeah?
So without it, we just have a basic one. Yeah, you can just kind of... okay. Okay, so because we have an extra low note here, if we just did the normal one, it would kind of clash with the bass that we're playing right now.
Oh, I see, okay.
So that's why I'm trying to figure out what we should do when it loops around. So, because this is all one loop at the top for the 808s.
Well, maybe we should just, like,
I've been thinking about having a bit of silence here because of the low note.
yeah, okay. No, I think after that low note, we should just go durr.
Okay.
Like that.
Oh, whoops.
In between the gap, yeah? No.
Yeah, so again.
Stop. Nah, that was too early.
Yeah, it's too early. I've got to do it right where the bass note stops.
Yeah, exactly. Sounds a bit off, don't it?
Yeah, I came in a little bit off there.
Oh, okay. Do you want to just
But
try and edit?
That's the basic idea of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be putting that into here now. We are actually using our keyboard as our MIDI keyboard, so
Yeah.
um,
Because we have that settings up there.
yeah, this is the button that toggles that on and off.
Yeah.
Taking this off allows you to use other keyboard shortcuts like pencil tool, paint tool,
Pencil tool.
delete tool. But the pencil tool kind of does the deleting anyway, so it's
Yeah.
pointless. Sniffing tool and zooming tool, playback tool. Pretty helpful for instead of soloing everything.
Yeah.
That's something that pencil tool doesn't do. Anyway, yeah, so let's get to it. Let's go and enter this thing. We can do some tweaking. I'm gonna play this in live. Notes and automation. Yeah, you go. Right, 3, 2, 1. Because we came to the end of the loop. Alright, so what we're going to have to do then, we're going to have to get rid of this and extend this.
No, it's because look, it's highlighted. That's why.
Okay.
Sorry.
Control Z. So yeah, basically I'm just going to delete it. Control A, delete.
Try
Control
it.
D, try again. Yeah. Right. So I've just expanded this pattern now here.
Okay.
Shift space space. Right, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Well, we can always. Oh yeah, because you played it at the start. Like that's why the note's not going in.
Okay, right, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Real time live drawing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe we should try a lower note. But
I've
yeah.
heard it.
So I know
Can I do it?
we can't play a lower note than Z. We can't play a lower note than Z.
Yeah.
No, for the low note here, Sean, we need to play a low note. So what we'll do is we'll draw it in once we've.
But there's a.
I'll see.
Yeah, we'll see in it.
Alright, so we've got these notes. Oh. So we've got these notes here now. Oh, oops. So the gap between here and here is where the low note comes. So we could try taking this over here after using the quantize tool, which is shortcut Alt Q, which brings up this. I'm going to make sure this is full screened. Enter. Shortcut for making it full screened. Quantize. Alright, note length. I want to make sure the note length is also quantized, and I can't quite remember how to do that. No, that's fine. Leave duration, leave and end time. End time. I can't remember how to... Ah, there you go. Duration. There we go. So now I'm still going to have to make some minor adjustments because I think the snap was wrong. So
Okay, just get exit all.
There we go. That's cool. That's not a huge thing. We didn't enter a bunch of different notes, so it's not too time consuming. Just to make Alt and click and drag allows you to make fine adjustments. There you go. No fine adjustment needed there. So this is the gap that we're going to need to adjust. There you go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this note, shift click and drag it across.
There's a. See there.
Yeah, but that's higher because of obviously this MIDI keyboard doesn't have octave control.
Do one E, low E.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I did is I noticed that was higher, and I brought it down an octave lower.
And what I'm going to do as well, just to keep the ear more entertained, I'm going to push Shift Enter to bring up the velocity panel. Make sure this is in the middle, and just decrease the velocity by a bit, just to make it a little bit more quiet. So when this comes across here,
Well, a bit lower, I reckon.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. But as you see here, we're a little bit off in the quantile scope. You need to get a little bit shelter again. There you go. Do you want to move in a bit closer, Sean?
Right.
Alright, so here we go.
Yeah, but we're a bit off, ain't we?
Yeah. So we're going to correct that. Shift Enter. There we go. Alt click drag. actually starting from the start. So yeah, we're overlapping here by a bit.
Oh yeah.
I think that's good.
Yeah. Okay.
That is our bass lead that ties everything together. So now we're going to do a comparison once again. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy and paste this first part to repeat the loop here. We'll delete this first.
Or can't we just draw that pattern in instead of because it's repeating itself, you know?
No, because it's not. Because we're not starting off the loop with the bass note. It's one single abnormal variation that we have in our sequence.
Oh, okay.
So here we go. Oh, I think the end note is off here. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Alright, and now I've probably copied and pasted that, so I'm going to double check the length over here. Ah.
That sounds a bit off,
It
doesn't
does. That's because of we've got the timing wrong.
Okay.
Uh,
Try to play that again, I just want to see where the time.
It's here.
Oh.
So this should be over there. And that should be over there. And that should be over here.
Okay.
Does it loop?
Yeah.
I'm going to have a little gap of silence for the end part for some variation. So. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
It keeps it switched on. Keeps the ear switched on. So we've got a high, low, high, gap. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so comparison time now. With and without. So we've got shift space space. Next loop, when the loop repeats, we're going to be doing a, like, we're going to turn it on. So do you want to focus on that? Like, focus on the playhead. With it now. Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
Right, so for the next part, I'm going to pause the video now and I'm going to decide what we're going to do next.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
So Sean came up with the idea
of a screeching sound that's like really dark and like for this type of beat just to
make it a bit more eerie.
Yeah.
So we have like a fairly like deep, dark vibe going on already.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we oh, what have I done here? Shift, click, drag. There you go. There you go. Yeah, so we got like a fairly, with the bass tying it together as well, we've got a fairly eerie-ish going beat, so that's kind of our theme, seems like, as we build this further and further. So to do this, we're going to try and open up Nexus.
Are we?
Because I know of a sound.
Okay.
I know roughly where it is. I know there's something. I've heard it in here. So as that loads up, whoops, we ran out of RAM. Okay, so here we are here. So we have Oh no! I replaced it. Hold on, we're gonna get that back. Okay, I reverted it now.
Yeah, I think
Luckily,
I should do the inserts from now on.
Alright, so escape. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
escape this. No, it's not working. Oh no!
Plus button.
Right. Right click, insert, not replace. And then we do N for Nexus. There you go. Open that up. We'll run out of RAM for a second because we've got a lot going on now. So that's not what we're looking for. Let's try and search for
Yeah, so we just go to
some kind of strings, maybe like.
right click, you search.
Trap lead ever. Alright, so I like that a lot.
So you want to add that?
So I've got an idea.
Okay, you got another idea? Okay. I just want to try some of that sound. Sorry. Wait.
We need something. We need something that goes above the bass now. I think we've done a lot of layering on the bass. I think. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was thinking.
Do that again. I'll have to stop for
Okay.
after a second. I want to add something in. Once I hit that note, yeah.
Okay.
Just stop everything. Carry on what you do.
Honestly, I think we can come up with a better sound. Honestly, so I don't know. See,
Those are clean.
it's too loud, so I'm going to turn down the Nexus. I'm going to turn down the sector synth as well. I'm going to make it red, just like we had before, because we accidentally deleted it. Okay, sector synth, boom. Okay, alt up to move this up the channel rack. Alt up. Nope.
You need to click on it
There you go.
first.
Now melodies and effect. Yeah, we normally have. This is kind of going to be like a melodic thing, so we normally have it like a bright blue. So there we go. That way we know everything's color coded. We might do these green, I think. Yeah, but anyway. Because it's like an effect stuff that we have. So I'm going to turn down sector synth. Okay, so we've had a bit of a jump in the work here. I suppose I should back it up in evidence and whatever else and explain. Me and Sean have basically been going through probably a couple hundred sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Sean's been on the MIDI keyboard with me. So yeah, what we've done, and yes, it is all in one pattern. We're going to be separating these and putting them in their own layers and whatever else, if it's suitable. These two layers might stay the same. We've also turned the volume down. So let's go through what we've actually done as far as this pattern goes. So we started off with just a second. I'm going to get rid of these upper notes so I can show you what we did. Started off with. So yeah, this is what we started off with.
Some treats in there somewhere. In that cupboard. Might be in the box. I'm not sure. Can you find some up there?
Yeah, that's what we started off with, but then we realised actually that doesn't suit the melody so much, so I'm going to... Yeah, it doesn't suit the melody so much, so then we decided, let's add another layer and see what that sounds like, and I'm going to get rid of the top layer and show you. So then it sounded like this. Let me make that more obvious of an effect. This is the only thing that's playing, by the way, this top one at the moment, because I'm walking you through it. So then we thought, okay. Oh, I just played you all three. Whoops. Yeah, so that's what we did. We just did layer by layer. We just copied and pasted the same thing, put it an octave higher, and we eventually liked it. We were like, oh, okay, that sounds pretty good. Now, a potential problem with this is that this is taking a lot of the frequencies, room in our frequency spectrum up. So we're going to deal with this by using some panning and some other variations and parameters and adjusting those later on towards the end of our mix. We adjusted the original volume. We took it down, and so it's just so you know it's there, but not in your face like this. And so it's not everything you can hear. So I'm gonna take that down. Gonna save this quickly. Control S, saved. And then we decided, okay, what can we put on top of that? That's gonna sound pretty good. So we got up another Nexus. We chose another instrument. In this case, it was the trap music box. And the other first one is the Skyflow Flolantinum. So yeah, then we had this one on top of it, but we're going to solo it out. So added that one. We just basically follows the same progression as this. And then we have the third one, which I'll show you in a sec. This one is just supposed to go slightly on top of this one in terms of the mix, which is where we adjust the volume. And this is what they sound like together. I messed up the mix a little bit though, so I've got to turn this down by a little bit. And this is probably like a chorus pattern effect that we might use. We're not exactly sure where we're going to use this, but we do know that it sounds good. Right?
Yeah.
Very nice! Okay, so, next we have this one, which is a pregiator that we found and changed a little bit by changing these notes up and down and when it plays. This is the SNB Trap or Die ARP 3. It was already an ARP when we tried to use it as the preset, but we did change it. So ARP, there we go. This is what it sounds like on the pattern. using an arpeggiator is really important. Yeah. Yeah, so we did that, and then we have, yeah, so we got this as well. This is going to be separate from these two here, and possibly above some elements, some melody elements. We need to also find ourselves a main melody yet. These are just sort of embellishments, which is strange because that's not normally how me and Sean work, but that's what we've done. So, rolling. This is what we call rolling with the mix, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what they sound like all three of them together. Now we're gonna switch to song mode and show you what it sounds like in the actual pattern. So F5, there we go, and here it is. Pause. Alright, so I've decided that because of I was showing you guys, I messed up the mix with the pluck a little bit. Plucky piano, I'm calling it. So I'm going to turn that up a little bit. Yep. So that's what we have. That's what we've done. And we have, in this video, now completed the pluck, the bass low lead, and selected, yeah, the main chunk of time that this is taken up is the choosing of the instruments that we're going to be using for our next part, which is the melody side of things mainly. Because we've done all our drums, I think now. I'm not sure if we're going to be adding any more. Do you think we're going to be needing more, Sean?
What, drums?
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
No more drums?
No more drums,
Okay, well, obviously that's still open.
no. Yeah, I mean...
I don't think we're going to need any more drums either, to be honest.
Yeah.
But, okay, so... then we have our next part. I think, yeah, now our next job is to separate these patterns. These two are going to remain the same, like I said earlier on, and this one's going to be separated as a piano pluck. So, Sean, what could you do to gain more control? So we have two instruments in the pluck pattern, as you know.
Yeah.
Sounds like this. How could I gain more control over it when I put this into a playlist? Like, say I just wanted to play have one of these instruments playing and the other instrument not playing when I trim it.
Separate the instruments and in a different pattern.
Separate them, yeah.
Yeah, separate them.
I think that would work because that's pretty much what I've done with the piano pluck ARP, which is right here. Change the pattern mode, please. Yeah. Right, now we also need to move this up to here. I just moved the bass lead up near the bass instrument so they're all categorized together. This is darker red again, just to remind you guys about how this is. Yeah, this is like the harder bass instrument, the heavier bass instrument, and this is still pretty heavy, but it's not as prominent. So yeah, onward with our next couple parts, and I've also separated the track. You know what, Sean, I actually think we should end this video here, and then we can do another part for our next couple steps.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
Alright. Especially as it just said low battery.
See you.
See you in the next video, part 2 of week 3, day 2 of our FMP on the 24th of March, 25th, is it?
It's 25th.
25th of March, 2020.